What a shame. US continue to stigmatize Harry and Meghan by cruelly spitting on their New York photo op. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been criticized by a US commentator for their New York photo op yesterday. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex stepped out on Thursday for their first joint outing since taking parental leave following the birth of their daughter Lily. Harry and Meghan were joined by New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio and Governor of New York State Kathy Hochul for their visit to the One World Trade Center. But Twitter user Royal T, who describes themselves in their bio as an American PR expert, said they were baffled the Sussexes opted to have photo op for their outing which had no real meaning. They tweeted, "I'm just baffled by them using the potential impact of their first in-person appearance in months to basically do a photo op with one of the least popular politicians in the New York area. No charity or work connection, no real meaning beyond a quick pause at the 9/11 memorial. I hope there is something else that they reveal later in the visit that makes it make sense. Otherwise, it's just an appearance for the sake of it." Another Twitter user, @Tor_H, replied, "I just don't get what was it for, what was the meeting about? I'm so confused." But royal expert and author Marlene Koenig defended the Sussexes, saying, "I expect it had to do with Global Citizen being held in Central Park this week." Harry and Meghan are in New York to take part in a worldwide event on Saturday urging leaders to adopt a vaccine equity policy to help end the COVID pandemic. They are joining the 24-hour broadcast Global Citizen Live being staged in New York's Central Park and around the world. It is part of a number of shows being held in cities from London to Lagos by the organization Global Citizen, with artists including Ed Sheeran, Sir Elton John, Kylie Minogue, Metallica and Coldplay scheduled to perform. Previous, American commentator Megyn Kelly argued that the divide between supporters of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry is more political in the US. While speaking to Dan Wootton on GB News, she said that Republicans were growing sick and tired of Meghan and Harry. She added, the pair's supporters were falling after their latest decision to name their daughter Lilibet Diana. Mr. Wootton said, "Are the people in the US believing Meghan Markle? Are they buying her stories? We hear again now that there is this conjecture about whether she actually made this call to the Queen. In America, does Meghan Markle still maintain support?" Ms. Kelly noted that US support for Meghan and Harry is more closely linked to political alignment than in the UK. Ms. Kelly said, "I think perhaps the American people are more supportive than the Brits are at this point. But I think it is also divided by political party over here. The Republicans, in my estimation, after speaking with them and watched some of the polling, they have had enough of their nonsense, Meghan and Harry's. Whereas the Democrats love them because they are pro-woke, our victims want to talk about their mental health problems all the time, even though they want to do it from their palace in Montecito. Some on the left, not normal liberals, but some of them that consider themselves woke are kind of into that." Ms. Kelly also reflected on the controversy over Meghan and Harry naming their daughter after the Queen's nickname. She continued, "They are naming their daughter after the matriarch of the monarchy. The monarchy that was racists, bullying, cold, prison, the ones that were racist against her first child. Somehow, they nonetheless decided to name their daughter after the matriarch of this family. It kind of makes you wonder whether there is any truth to the original allegations." She closed by saying, "I think Meghan and Harry should have just gone with Diana. You call the royal family a bunch of racists, you describe living in the royal family as living in a prison, and you criticize the family. Maybe at that point, you have waived your right to name your offspring off of the matriarch.